Well, welcome back to the unofficial West Brom fan podcast. We really are edging closer to the exciting times now where my obsession for Albion on a personal note goes up another notch. And of course the club itself starts that historic journey. Let's be honest, at this moment in time in 1999, those that were around then of course, it was something we could only dream of. 1999 was the year I finally finished high school. Sadly, my exam results didn't give me a chance of enrolling for a media course in college. My dream of working in football was gone. But I did get into information technology, and that course certainly helped me for future endeavours in life. Back to the football, and it was the first season, I believe, the Football League, where they finally had squad numbers. The Premiership or the Premier League, whatever you want to call it, had them for a few years now, but the Football League was still using 1 to 11 until the start of this campaign. It was now pick your own squad number, what you see today really, your 23s, your 36s, etc. At least then if you did have a number, well, you knew what it was, but I decided with my pocket money I'd spend the extra on my new Albion shirt and have a player on the back. With the new number, of course. You'll find out who I choose later in the episode. Let's put it this way. I didn't want to wear my shirt again after December. That might give the elder listeners a clue. After a torrid end to the 1998-99 campaign, manager Denis Smith was dismissed. But get this. Smith wasn't sacked until just days before the season started. It was madness. I remember at the time thinking, through the summer, will we keep him? Will he go? Will we keep him? Lots of rumours were swirling around that his time was up. But as the season grew closer, I pretty much resigned myself to thinking it's going to be another season under Denis Smith. I wasn't too enthused by it, but thought if Hughes could score the same amount of goals again and Smith can work on the defence, he was a defender in his day, then maybe we might be all right. But that decision was taken out of our hands as Smith was gone. And in came ex-Aston Villa player and manager Brian Little. I remember being really excited by the appointment. He'd done a good job at Leicester City where he took them up to the Premier League. And a really decent job with Aston Villa where he won the League Cup. When I look back now, yes, it was a car crash of an appointment. But he did have his hands tied behind his back. We let 2 of our best players go due to the financial mess we were in, and he never really had a pre-season either to work with the players. So that certainly wouldn't have helped matters. Once again, all 3 of us renewed our season ticket. The opening day arrived and we faced Norwich City at the Hawthorns. It wasn't a great performance, but Paul Raven popped up late in the second half to earn us a point, after Kenny Dalglish's son Paul had given Norwich the lead. Well, right-footed over the halfway line. It'll go Hughes. It's hit the back of him, but Flynn has rescued it. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side. It is Hughes for West Brom. Hughes into the penalty area. Needs support. Got Sneakers with him. Sneakers clips the cross in, headed away. Only as far as Maresca with a shot. Oh, good save by Marshall. Well, it came out to the Italian midfielder. 20 yards out. Fired it left-footed on the half volley. The ball's low, aiming towards that left corner. That's a good save by Marshall in the Norwich goal. That's Albion trailing by that goal to nil through Paul Dalglish. They'll be hoping they can try and get back on level terms here. But here come Norwich again. There's the cross into the area. Miller gets rid of it. And now Albion can break down the left-hand side. There's the cross into the area. Oh, Hughes, so close. Lovely ball from Kilban on the left-hand side, but it missed everybody. Albion come forward again. There's a ball down the right channel. Sneakers is looking to chase that. That will be a free kick to West Bromwich Albion. Right on the corner of the Norwich penalty area. At 10 yards out on this right-hand side. In front of the Birmingham road end. What can Sneakers deliver from this free kick? Albion trailing by a goal to nil. Sneakers then, right-footed, high one towards the back post. Raven is there! And West Bromwich Albion have got the equaliser! And it's Paul Raven Raven coming in at the back post to nod the ball down into the right corner. And it's West Bromwich Albion 1, Norwich City 1. Sneakers the delivery, Raven the header. And Albion are back on level terms on this opening day. It hasn't been a wonderful display from West Bromwich Albion under their new manager Brian Little. But now it might just start to come. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Norwich City 1. A 0-0 draw at Halifax in the first round and first leg of the Worthington Cup followed before a 2-1 victory at Port Vale. We then drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest in front of the Sky cameras. Lee Hughes making it 2 goals in his first 3 league games. 65 minutes on the clock. West Bromwich Albion 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Here's Van Blurk. Nice ball into Kilban. Albion trying to play the 1-2. Flynn over the line. And now Albion can come. And here is Kilban. He's into the area. Kilban. He's got options left and right. Picks a Hughes. Oh, and it's saved comfortably at his near post there by the Forest keeper. But Lee Hughes coming very close to equalising for West Bromwich Albion. Kilban using that surge of pace down the left-hand side of the area. Pulled it back. But Hughes' effort is saved. Here come Albion again. Here's Sneakers now. Clips the ball into the area. Is it going to fall for Hughes? It doesn't, but De Freitas will try and recycle it. It's gone out for a corner to West Bromwich Albion. It's a short one, taken to Sneakers. Sneakers clips it in towards the back post. There's a header up in the air. Van Blurk, Hughes, yes! Albion have equalised! And it's Lee Hughes. He does the golfing celebration. Well, Albion are certainly back on level terms here now. Lee Hughes from close range with a header. The goalkeeper actually gets a hand to it, but he cannot prevent the ball from hitting the roof of the net. And it was Kilban who climbed above the Forest defence, who headed the ball towards Hughes. And there he is inside the 6-yard box. The poacher man again. And West Brom are back on level terms. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Kilban then grabbed a brace as we thumped Halifax 5-1 in the second leg of the Worthington Cup. A 2-1 win at Swindon Town put us into 3rd place before 5 consecutive draws. Yes, we were still unbeaten, but from our first 9 league games we'd drawn 7 of those. That included games against Blackburn, Wolves, which you'll hear on audio commentary in a second, and Birmingham City. Here's Flynn for West Brom, midway point to the Blackburn half. Albion comes surging forward. Here is Richard Sneakers now. Sneakers cuts inside. Look at him try with his left foot. Oh, good save from Thielen in the Blackburn goal. Well, Sneakers unleashed one from 20 yards out, left-footed. It's aiming towards that top left corner, but John Thielen, the Blackburn keeper, was there to tip the ball over the crossbar. As Albion come forward again, here is Flynn again, involves Sneakers. This is good play from West Bromwich Albion. Sneakers on the run again, he goes for the strike. Oh, and Thielen again is there. This time to tip the ball towards and behind for a corner. It was a low drive from Sneakers towards the right post, but Thielen gets there again and tips the ball away and keeps Blackburn Rovers in it. Thielen will clear it forward over the halfway line. It will go, looking for Ward. Doesn't get there. Kilban nods it down. That's good play from West Brom. Kilban will pick up the pieces. Here is Kilban now, going on those runs. He's beat 1, he's beat 2. Still Kilban. Oh, that is a magical goal from Kevin Kilban to give West Bromwich Albion the lead here at the Hawthorns. Well, he picked the ball up on the left-hand side, just shy of the halfway line. Beat the one challenge, beat the other. Just too strong for both Blackburn players. And then from 25 yards out, unleashed a beautiful left foot strike, which hits the left post and rolls into the net in front of the Smethwick end. And West Bromwich Albion take the lead. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Blackburn. Oh, intercepted there in the end for Carsley, but it's won brilliantly well by Fabian De Freitas, and Albion trying to come forward. It's intercepted once again, but here is Van Blurt down the line to De Freitas now. That's a great cross into the area, and there is Quinn. Oh, it's just wide from James Quinn. Oh, Albion so close there to restoring their lead, but James Quinn can only fire wide at the far stick. Great cross from De Freitas though, used his power and his strength to get the ball in but it wasn't to be for West Brom. Well, Matt Jansen's goal took a wicked deflection over the drop of Alan Miller. That's the goal that currently sees Blackburn ahead. It's West Brom 1, Blackburn 2. Albion trying their best to muster an equaliser. Hughes does well, holds it up down the right-hand side. Picks out Quinn. Quinn with a long lofted ball into the area. Kilban with a header. Yes, it's there! West Bromwich Albion have equalised with just 5 minutes to go. And it's Kevin Kilban. Just when you thought the game was going away from them, up comes the Irishman to head in at the far post. Well, James Quinn swung the cross in from the right-hand side. It was a looping, high-hanging delivery. And there's Kilban getting on the end of it with the header into the near post of the netting. And West Brom look like they've salvaged the point here at the Hawthorns. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Blackburn Rovers 2. All still leading by a goal to nil thanks to Adi Akinbai. First half strike, but Albion will get themselves a corner here and an opportunity to try and draw level. It's Kevin Kilban that will take the corner from this right-hand side. There's a left-footed delivery and it goes. Carbon is there! And Albion have equalised here at Molineux. Matt Carbon rises above the Wolves' defence to head the ball in from a Kevin Kilban right-wing corner. And West Bromwich Albion are back on level terms here at Molineux. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, West Bromwich Albion 1. Finally though, our unbeaten run came to an end as newly promoted Walsall came to the Hawthorns and beat us 1-0. Little did we know at that time we were going to be having a fearsome battle with the Saddlers come the end of the season. Another 1-0 home loss followed against Queen's Park Rangers before the dream of an Albion away game came true again for me. Now, if you'd listened to my previous episode, A Season of Two Halves, you would have heard me mention my friend with the Rail Batiste trial that never happened, whom I'd met in Malta. He lived in Sidcup, South East London, and twice a year we used to meet up. Either him and his parents and brother would come up and stop over ours for a few days, or we would go down to theirs, and it went on for years as we grew up. But on this occasion, it was our turn to visit them. Because me, my mate, his dad, and my dad were all football nuts. They were big fans of conference side Welling United at the time. Well, Dad had managed to get us all 4 tickets for the Albion away game at Charlton Athletic. Of course, I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to tell my new friend who was a closet Arsenal supporter all about our players, the team, and really get him to like us. He's a West Ham fan now, but that's another story. Anyway, his dad drove us down as it was only 20 minutes from their house. The game finished 0-0. Andy Hunt, our former striker, almost scored in the first minute against us, but Miller saved bravely at his feet. Then he had another chance that he missed late on. Was he doing it on purpose? I hope so. I wonder if he'd have celebrated had he scored. Well, he didn't anyway. And we played really well against a team that was to be league champions at the end of the season. I don't remember many chances for us, but it was a very good battling display and halted the mini slide of the 2 consecutive losses we'd just suffered. Finally, we picked up our first league win in 9 with a 2-0 win at Crystal Palace before a 1-1 draw against our Black Country rivals Wolverhampton Wanderers. Kevin Lynch was the referee for this one, although he didn't last long. He had to hobble off injured. A referee going off injured? You don't see that much these days, do you? We should have won the game, but we just couldn't get the second goal to finish them off. Adi Akinbai, the man who'd scored the goal in the draw back at Molineux, was our nemesis again with a late strike here. Lofted clearance high in the air. Kilban tries to meet it, doesn't get there. Wolves will have it. Here is Akinbai, he releases Undar, and here is George Undar using all his pace. He's still Undar, he's into the penalty area. Oh, it's come off the post. Has Miller got a touch to it as well? Oh, Wolves so close to an opening goal within seconds of the game starting here at the Hawthorns. Here is Carbon. Long, high ball towards the Wolves penalty area. The sunshine in the Wolves' eyes. And here is Maresca. picks it up down the left-hand side. He beats his man Maresca into the penalty area. There's a low cross into the area. It comes out to McDermott! And Albion have taken the lead here at the Hawthorns. It's the Australian right-back, Andy McDermott, with a brilliant left-footed curler into the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, what a moment for McDermott to get his first ever West Bromwich Albion goal in a Black Country derby. Well, Maresca made it with that beautiful bit of silky feet he has down the left-hand side into the penalty area, pulled the ball back. You thought that it had gone all the way across the goal and nobody was going to get in on the end of it, but McDermott was there, left-footed, curled it beautifully low into the bottom left-hand corner, and West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Albion have a throw on this near side. Kilban throws it down the line. Quinn on the chest. Flynn puts it through, and here is Lee Hughes, and Hughes is in. It's 1-on-1. What can he do? Lee Hughes has finished it into the bottom right-hand corner, and West Bromwich Albion are 2 goals to the good here at the Hawthorns, or are they? No, it's going to be chalked off by the looks of it. No goal. And Lee Hughes, just when you thought he'd finally broken his duck against Wolves, the goal is chalked off, and it remains West Bromwich Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Sneakers will take the free kick from the right-hand side. There's the curly delivery. Oh, and then just over the bar from Sigurdsson, who came in. Nobody saw him there on the edge of the 6-yard box, but he can only head the ball over the bar. That's a real chance for West Brom, though. Wolves will have a free kick on this halfway line. There's the flick header. Undar, Akinboye, they're all in there at the moment. And still, there's the lofty ball in there from Robinson. Akinboye flicks it on. Chance here for Robinson. Oh, what a save from Miller. What a brilliant save there. Down to his near post from Alan Miller to keep West Bromwich Albion in it there. Really good goalkeeping to deny Robinson. Albion have a throw. Maresca down this left-hand side to Kilban. Maresca again, trying to take everybody on there. Didn't quite happen this time. Cleared away. Only as far as Carbon. Oh, that's a snappy tackle from Matt Carbon. He could be in trouble with the new referee on duty now. With Kevin Lynch having hobbled off injured. And, well, the referee's actually talking to Kevin Kilban. It was actually Matt Carbon that was the man that put the hefty challenge in on George Undar. What kind of decision will he make here? Well, he's talking to his assistant. Now, George Undar will play no further part. He is hobbling off. There is Carbon. There's lofty ball into the area. Well, Quinn wants something there, and he's got it as well. It'll be a free kick to West Bromwich Albion, right on the edge of the Wolves penalty area here. And a chance for Albion to make it 2-0. Kilbani's over it, so is Maresca. It's about 20 yards out from the Wolves goal on this left-hand side. Kilban leaves it to Maresca. Oh, brilliant save by the Wolves keeper, who tips it behind. Mike Stowell's super save there. Maresca with a beautiful curling right-footed delivery over the Wolves wall, but there was Stowell to tip the ball over the crossbar. Albion will have another free kick here on this left-hand side. They've had plenty of those today, but they haven't been able to make anything to increase their advantage, but they'll have a chance here. It's was kicking towards the Smethwick end in this second half. Maresca will take it right-footed, going to curl it in high, and there's the header from Hughes. Out comes down Sigurdsson. Hughes, off the line by a Wolves defender. Oh, Albion so close to goal number 2 there. Well, Stowell came for it, didn't get there. The ball bounced its way to Hughes. He volleyed it on the half volley. And the ball, it was a low effort, and it's off the line from the Wolves man. Albion so close to that second goal. West Bromwich Albion still lead by a goal to 0, though. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Within this up and down league form, we'd beaten Wickham in the Worthington Cup to set up a home clash with Fulham. And our ex-striker and Baggy favourite, when he was here, Paul Pesky Salido. And yet again, that little Canadian scored against us, didn't he? along with Collymore, as the newly promoted outfit beat us 2-1 and knocked us out of the competition. Back to league action, and after a 3-game unbeaten run, we were hammered 3-0 at Tranmere Rovers, before finally, at long last, we got our first home league victory of the season in November. A 5-goal thriller over Portsmouth.
Albion still looking for that elusive home victory now. To November. And Sigurdsson heads it forward. Is he going to fall for Maresca? Great play by Maresca! Round the goalkeeper! Maresca! Oh, it's off the line, but it's gone in! It's gone in, and Enzo Maresca will claim that. I think it hit a Portsmouth defender on the way through, but the ball looked like it was going in anyway. And Albion have taken the lead here. Maresca, well, down the right side of the area, used his left foot, went on the outside of the goalie. Brilliant play, what skill. And with his right foot, put it low into the corner. And Albion take the lead. It is West Bromwich Albion 1, Portsmouth 0. And Albion once again are in that position of losing here at home to Portsmouth after going in front and starting so well. What can they do? Here is Van Bleur. They haven't even reached half-time yet. West Bromwich Albion 1, Portsmouth 2. Here is Maresca. Play back to Van Bleur. Cuts in well. What kind of cross can he deliver? Right-footed. High one towards the back post. Headed away by Orford. On his far. It's Van Bleur. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. Well, it came back out to him. Good 25 yards out, but his left-footed shot was well saved. Quinn holds it up for West Bromwich Albion. And does really well. He finds Sean Flynn. Albion coming forward now. Burgess now. Picks it up down the right-hand side. Here is Sneakers. There's a left-footed cross into the air. Hughes heads it down. Chance there. Oh, it's over the bar from James Quinn. Oh, what a chance for West Bromwich Albion. Well, James Quinn is used more sparingly as a striker these days than a right winger. And Hughes headed the ball down, and there was Quinn. The goalkeeper came out, but he could only volley the ball over with his left foot. Quinn bounces off him. Then it's released, and here is Hughes now. Hughes into the area. Still Hughes. Cuts inside, holds the ball up. Van Bleur! Oh, what a lovely finish from Jason Van Bleur! And West Bromwich Albion are back on level terms. But credit Lee Hughes down the left-hand side of the area. He held the ball up, cut inside the defender, teed it up for Van Bleur. And he's about 10 yards out, left-footed low into that bottom right corner in front of the Birmingham Road end. And West Brom have got the equaliser now with 12 minutes to go. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Portsmouth 2. Dermot with a free kick, high delivery, hanging one. There's the header, and there is, oh, Hughes heads it wide. Oh, that's a chance there for West Brom. All happened so quickly. McDermott's delivery towards the back post, flicked in. I think it was Raven who got there, headed the ball towards the far stick, and Hughes met it with his head but could only divert it over the bar. Real chance though for West Brom. And Albion are making a substitution now. Andy McDermott will come off, and on comes Mickey Evans. What kind of change can that make? Well, Albion in desperate measures. They need to end this home hoodoo. Here is Burgess. Now Van Bleur, high ball. He's already scored a course today, and Maresca will chase that. Right side of the air. Oh, lovely turn. Here is Quinn. Lays it back. Mickey Evans! Oh, that could be the goal that finally ends the hoodoo here at the Hawthorns. And it's Mickey Evans with the low right-footed drive into the bottom left-hand corner after James Quinn had set him up down the right side of the area. And West Bromwich Albion have had to fight. They've had to come back in this one. From 2-1 down, they now lead by 3-2 with less than 7 minutes to go. It's West Bromwich Albion 3, Portsmouth 2, and the substitute Mickey Evans coming off the bench to deliver the goods.
But then came a rare occasion. My second away game of the season. Dad was starting to get the away bug now after Sheffield United the previous season and Charlton this season. I don't know why, because we hadn't scored in either. And guess what? We didn't score in this one too. Away to Huddersfield Town Dean Gore with the second half winner, after again we'd played pretty well and deserved a draw. Yet on the way back from West Yorkshire on the official West Bromwich Albion coach, I bumped into a girl who was absolutely mad Albion, a home and away season ticket holder. I talked a little bit to her, but I was really shy. She was telling me how she used to work as a club secretary under John Gregory, who was the manager at Aston Villa at the time. She was telling me what he was like to work under, etc., and that he'd let her have the time off to support the Albion, etc. After that story about Raul Batiste in my previous episode, I wasn't sure whether to believe her, to be honest. But we parted ways, and that was that. Little did I know she was to become a friend of mine in latter years. Following that defeat to Huddersfield, we bounced back with a 2-0 win over Stockport County in midweek. Only Lee Hughes' 4th and 5th league goals of the season, compared to the season before. It really did show how things were just not going to plan under Little. Before a 2-2 draw with Sheffield United. Enzo Maresca's last goal in an Albion shirt.
West Bromwich Albion 0, Sheffield United 1. Here is Sneakers now on the edge of the kill. Bang gets it out to the left hand side. Maresca. Lovely dink into the box. There's the flicker from Quinn. Oh, Raven! Oh, it's off the line. The goalkeeper saves it on his line from Paul Raven. Well, that was good play by West Brom. Maresca again involved down the left hand side. A lovely dink into the penalty area. Flick header from Quinn. And it's Raven who comes in at the far post. Front of the Smethwick end, but he could only divert his low right-footed drive as he tried to pull the ball across the face of the goal. The goalkeeper was there on his line to save it. And it still remains 1-0 to Sheffield United. Here is Raven now into Sigurdsson. There's the long punt down the right. De Freitas takes it on the chest. Lovely play from Maresca. Oh, lovely 1-2 with Quinn. Maresca! And Albion have equalised! It's Enzo Maresca again for West Bromwich Albion. A lovely 1-2 with James Quinn on the edge of the Sheffield United penalty area. As the ball came back out to Maresca, he hits it low, left-footed, into the bottom right-hand corner. From about 20 yards out. What a finish from Enzo Maresca. And West Bromwich Albion have equalised here. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Sheffield United 1. Well, you seem to be losing count how many times West Bromwich Albion have to come from behind in games. Behind once again here. When that Ribeiro strike, it's West Bromwich Albion 1, Sheffield United 2, and that'll be a free kick to West Bromwich Albion there. On this left-hand side, 10 yards outside the Sheffield United penalty area. Surely there's only one man, is there, that's going to take this. It could change things as well, because I think the Sheffield United man has been sent off, and he has. It's a red card, and Albion at least can do it against 10 men now. Give them a chance from this left-hand side. It's a couple of yards from the touchline. Maresca is over it. Right-footed. High swinging delivery towards the back post. There's the header in, and it's gone in! And Albion have equalised, and it's Mickey Evans again! Well, he seems to be the hero coming off the bench to score. He's off the bench, he's done it again. And West Bromwich Albion have equalised here with 10 minutes to go. And there is Evans rising above the Sheffield United defence to plant his header into the back of the net from a Maresca delivery. And Albion are level. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Sheffield United 2.
That 2-0 win against Stockport County was the last in the league until February, as we slid down the First Division table like a big snake at the end in a snake and ladders board game. Too many draws were the problem, as we just could not convert them into wins. But then draws became defeats. 6 draws and 6 defeats in our next 12 shot us down into 19th place. It was desperate stuff. And in between this horror show on the pitch, we had it off the pitch as well. We were losing around £30,000 a week. The football club was in total turmoil. Our chairman, Tony Howe, resigned days before Christmas to be replaced by the likeable Paul Thompson. We had to sell Enzo Maresca and Kevin Kilban, our two biggest assets at the time, in quick succession, in December and January respectively. There was even talk of Lee Hughes going to Birmingham City as well, but thankfully that didn't happen. We were in a royal mess and fearing for our football club. I must admit, being 16 at the time and not the brightest kid in the world or the sharpest tool, whatever they say these days, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise how bad a state the club was in, so it never really got to me. I just thought football clubs don't go out of business. They go on forever. How naive, eh? Enzo Maresca's sale to Juventus for 4.3 million. I remember this moment very well, as I'd just got back from college and was on my PC, or computer. No laptops these days. Well, I don't think so anyway. Dad had got the radio on when all of a sudden we heard the following. West Bromwich Albion have announced this evening that Enzo Maresca will leave for Juventus for 4.3 million. He'd only just got going with us. I was proper upset. Kilban, who by the way at the start of the season I'd had his name put on the back of my shirt, 11 Kilban, had gone. And now Maresca. At least we had the millennium to cheer us up, eh? I spent New Year's Eve 1999 at my cousin's house, who decided, very nicely, along with his mates, to spike my drink of Coke with whiskey, brandy, vodka and whatever other alcoholic beverage they could find. You name it, they put it in there. I remember feeling really dizzy for most of the night and wondering why and how Coke could make me feel like this. Thankfully, Albion weren't playing New Year's Day. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have made it. I wasn't sick this time, thankfully, but I felt blooming awful the next day. Thanks, Stephen and friends. We do, of course, laugh about it now, though. Prior to Christmas, we had an FA Cup third-round tie at home to Blackburn Rovers, which we drew 2-2. Now, I'm not sure if this was because of the millennium and why it was so early, but anyway, Andy Townsend made his debut after signing from Middlesbrough, and he looked a million miles above what we'd got in our team. Tackling, stringing the passes together. I think he almost scored as well. It lasted half an hour. After that, he was soon dragged down to the rest of the team's performances. Never played that well again, for us anyway. Just completely vanished. We lost 2-0 in the replay. Guess what? Dad took me to the replay because it was a former Premier League title-winning football ground in Ewood Park. Yet again, no Albion goal. That was now my 7th away game I'd been to in my lifetime supporting the Albion. 1 win, 1 draw, and 5 defeats. Maybe going away wasn't a good idea after all. Well, just wait until you hear my next away trip. Fast forward to the 12th of February. A scruffy 1-0 win over Crewe Alexandra, where on-loan right-winger Paul Hall sparkled and made a difference as Lee Hughes notched the winning strike. No repeat of the 5-1 last campaign, at least.
And Paul Hall has been quite impressive whenever he's got the ball. Here he is again, Paul! Running towards the Crewe defence. Hall with the effort! Oh, not far away there. Paul Hall showing his lovely bit of skill and pace, and well, he certainly give Albion a bit of a freshness. Albion again trying to do what they can. Here's Hughes, opportunity here, yes! Albion have scored at last! Could it be West Bromwich Albion's first win since November? Well, Lee Hughes is on the score sheet as he was at Cresty Road in the reverse fixture. And Albion lead by a 1-0 here. It is West Bromwich Albion 1, Crewe Alexandra 0.
Our next away trip had arrived. Back to Bramall Lane, Sheffield for the 2nd season running. It's still to this day the worst ever Albion defeat I've witnessed away from home. And it might even be a case where Albion have not lost by that scoreline in a competitive fixture since. If anyone wants to look it up and check it, then be my guest. Or if you know anyway, just tweet me at Nostalgic Baggy. That's at Nostalgic Baggy. I'd love to know. Okay, So here goes. Saturday, 19th of February, 2000. We faced Sheffield United away. Now I was 16. Mum and Dad had said I could now go to Albion away games on my own, providing I used the West Bromwich Albion official coach travel, and that they would pick me up and take me to the ground. Also, I'd just been given my first ever mobile phone thanks to a Christmas present from my granddad, a Motorola Nokia 3210. You couldn't even text on the thing. You had to set it up manually by calling the operator to set it all up for you. Imagine doing that now. Christ, kids today would be having kittens. If they couldn't text, wouldn't they? But anyway, back to the story. So obviously, with it being my first ever away game on my own, I was a little scared. So I asked my cousin Stephen to come along with me. Back then, getting Albion away tickets was a doddle. You'd just call the ticket office and order how many you wanted, pretty much as they always went to general sale. Just as I went to order them, my cousin called me back and said, could his mate come as well? Now, me being extremely shy and non-confident, I really didn't want this lad to come. I didn't know him, and I felt very uncomfortable that he was coming. So I tried to say no. But me being me, was persuaded by my uncle. He's a nice lad. He's an Albion fan. You'll get on with him, he said. I wouldn't even batter an eyelid now, if you ask me. But back then, I was a very shy teenager. And the fact my cousin was a cocky, confident lad, in a nice way, I wasn't sure what to make of it. Anyway, I eventually gave in, and off all three of us went. I stopped over at my cousin Stephen's as he lived in Tividale, and we got a taxi to the ground in preparation for the Baggies coach travel. What I forgot to mention, though, is this was my cousin Stephen's first ever Albion away game. Those that went to this game will know how bad it was. We lost 6-0, and it could easily have been 10. We were dreadful in every department. It was that bad that the Albion fans started taking the mickey out of Simon Tracy, the Sheffield United goalkeeper, who was in front of us in the goal. We were sitting behind him for the second half. And because his name was Tracy, I won't repeat some of the songs. But it was jovial banter. And Tracy did laugh back at us, to be fair. Credit the Albion fans, though. They sang throughout the whole game. Even 7-6, we're gonna win 7-6. But it was a horrific day in terms of the performance and result. We were now 19th and staring relegation to the second division, third tier, firmly in the face. Surely it couldn't get any worse. Well, I'm afraid it did. A 2-1 loss at Blackburn before another humiliating defeat, this time at home to the hands of Birmingham City, where they could have hit 6 against us, to be honest. Adebola ran us ragged again, scoring twice. We really had hit rock bottom. I remember sitting in the car with Dad after the game and listening to Brian Little's interview. The interview did tell some of home truths. He was so honest, Little. He said exactly how he felt. Too honest, in fact, that I believe he talked himself out of the job. Maybe that was his intention. I don't know. But what I do remember is within hours of the interview being broadcasted, Brian Little had gone. And we were back to square one. No manager, 22nd now in the league table, no money, a depleting squad. It was all happening at B71. Not to mention the real possibility of relegation. Yet we had now got a new chairman in charge, Paul Thompson, after he took over from Tony Howe just before Christmas. Thompson was still making his mark. At least there was a fresh outlook on the new managerial appointment, though. I'd just arrived with Mum to the doctors. I'd been suffering from tonsillitis on and off. Thankfully, I never had my tonsils out, and there was a big reason for the tonsillitis, which I found out a little later in life. Anyway, We just arrived on the car park, and just as we were about to get out the car, the radio said something like, West Bromwich Albion are set to confirm their new manager this afternoon with the appointment of 41-year-old Gary Megson. Mum went, who? I went, what? We were both completely staggered by this news. Who the hell is Gary Megson? Mum said. Well, I've heard of him, I'd said, but I don't know much about him. What are Albion doing? We both agreed. We're going down now. We'd gone from being rumoured to appointing former England international Chris Waddle on a player-manager basis at some stage, to appointing a bloke who'd been fired at Stoke City and Stockport. I'm sure I wasn't the only one at the time that felt like this. But how wrong we were, eh? Before the Megson era could start, we faced Tranmere Rovers at the Hawthorns, where I think our new man was in the stands. I can't remember if it was Alan Evans and John Gorman in temporary charge. Cyril Regis might have been on their coaching staff as well. But whoever it was, it had the desired effect. We won 2-0 with Brian the Beast Jensen, our new Danish goalkeeper, making his debut and keeping a clean sheet. It was a massive win in front of the new gaffer. Times were just starting to change for the better.
Well, Albion in desperate need of a win this evening, especially with the new manager watching. Here is Flynn. Now Quinn steps away from his man. Good little bit of play into Flynn now over the halfway line. Albion coming forward. Van Blurk has took charge down the left-hand side. Here is Jason Van Blurk now. Approaching the Tranmere penalty area. Going on the outside, gets the low ball in. There's the strike, all saved by the keeper. And Sean Flynn bundles the ball in from close range. And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead here at the Hawthorns. And it's the captain, Sean Flynn, who gets there. Well, it was a lovely bit of link-up play from Albion there. Van Blurt down the left-hand side. Got the low ball into the box. And then as I'm not sure if it was Quinn who got the shot in, but the goalkeeper, Nixon, saved it. Only as far as Flynn. He slid in at the near post and put the ball into the back of the net. And West Bromwich Albion take the lead here. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Tranmere Rovers 0. We certainly can feel the relief around the Hawthorns since that Sean Flynn goal. West Bromwich Albion still leading by a goal to 0, but Tranmere have a corner into the second half. There it goes, it's cleared away by Carbon. And now Albion can break down the right-hand side. Here's McDermott with the first-time pass. What a ball that is into Hughes there. Hughes is 1v1 into the area. Lee Hughes, great chance. Hughes 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion. Oh, that's just what they needed. And Lee Hughes with a fine finish down the right side of the area. Well, he hasn't been as prolific as he was last campaign, but all of a sudden the numbers are starting to come again now. And Lee Hughes, it was a quick break from West Brom from a Tranmere corner. McDermott hammered it down the right-hand channel. There's Lee Hughes, right side of the area. He kept going. 1v1, goes on the outside of the Tranmere player. And it's a low right-footed drive into the bottom left-hand corner in front of the delighted Birmingham Road end. And West Bromwich Albion lead by 2-0 now. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Tranmere Rovers 0.
Megson's first game in charge was an absolute parallel to Denis Smith's first game at home. Remember how Smith's side took seconds to concede a goal? Well, Megson's Albion took seconds to score a goal, thanks to Lee Hughes, who was to revel under Gary Megson in future seasons. But for now, he bagged the winner in just over 12 seconds, I think it was, as we won 1-0 at Stockport. What a start to the Megson era.
Well, the new man in the dugout, Gary Megson, just having smiles with the players on the bench. As Albion will get us underway in these yellow shirts here, and we're off and running under the Megson era as Matt Carbon will clear it long, left-footed. Over the back of the Stockport defence, and straight away Hughes is in here. Oh, the goalkeeper's missed it, and Hughes has scored for West Bromwich Albion. Oh, what a start here at Edgeley Park. You couldn't have wished for anything better. And new manager Gary Megson looks very happy on the touchline. And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead here in the opening 10-12 12 seconds, I think it is, on the clock. Well, Matt Carbon's long lofted ball over the back of the Stockport back line, and Lee Hughes gets there ahead of the Stockport keeper, just touches it past him, and then with his right foot he's got the empty net because the keeper completely misses it, and Hughes just rolls the ball into the back of the net. It's Stockport County 0, West Bromwich Albion 1.
2 successive defeats against Huddersfield Town and Portsmouth put us back into trouble though, as we lay 1 place above the dreaded drop zone. But there was to be a huge turning point in West Bromwich Albion Football Club on the field, to where I believe we are today. I really do think it was this moment that changed everything on the field anyway. Transfer deadline day. Well, it used to end towards the end of March, so you could buy and sell players any time between August and March. Obviously now that completely stops from August until January, but that was a transfer deadline day like no other. I remember I was at college on a break when I checked the West Bromwich Albion official website. I don't think it had been going long, the website, but I couldn't believe my eyes. We'd signed 5 players, and what made it even more special was Super Bob Taylor was returning. My all-time footballing hero. I had tears in my eyes, I won't lie. I had to read it 3 or 4 times to make sure I was seeing it right. Coming through the door was defender Tony Butler, midfield George Santos, who is now remembered for something different than his Albion time, left back Neil Clement, right back Des Little, and of course striker Bob Taylor. Talk about a spine of a team. Megson really had pushed the boat out in order to keep us safe. I remember being delighted by Des Little. Always rated him. Didn't know too much about Butler, but he was a solid signing for what we needed. Neil Clement, well, the rest is history on him. Santos, who actually did do a good job for us in the midfield. And I remember wanting us to re-sign him in the summer. Of course, there was no introduction to the club legend Super Bob Taylor, was there? He was just coming back for unfinished business. And my word, didn't he do that? We took on Manchester City in their own backyard just days after those new recruits. And I'm pretty sure all 5 started, but I can't be 100% clear on that. Hughes scored a super goal to put us ahead, as our new look side gave City one hell of a game. But the quality eventually told, and we lost 2-1 following a Sean Goater winner in injury time. Next up we faced Ipswich at home, and it was all going swimmingly well as we led 1-0 thanks to the revitalised Lee Hughes. But that goal was greeted with huge cheers 1 minute and devastating sighs the next, because Hughes' bravery to score the goal meant he collided with goalkeeper Richard Wright. And that was his season done and dusted. Just as he and Taylor had been looking good up front together, I remember being absolutely gutted after the game as we drew 1-1 following a Matt Holland equaliser late on. I loved Hughesy as a striker. He was my new Albion favourite after Kilban had left us. I'd got posters of him on my bedroom wall before Taylor returned. I couldn't see a way out now because the performances hadn't started coming yet.
It all started so well for that game against Stockport for Gary Megson, didn't it? But since then it's been 3 consecutive defeats to Huddersfield Town, Portsmouth and Manchester City. And Albion have got new blood in the ranks now, having picked up those 5 new players on deadline day. I'll be hoping they can certainly make some kind of impression. Megson shouts his orders. And here come Ipswich though. There's the shot from Magilton. Oh, and Jensen saves well to his right there. Low down. And that was a really good save from the West Bromwich Albion goalkeeper. Here come Ipswich again. Johnson with a shot. Oh, Jensen pushes it away again. Albion very fortunate there to certainly still be in the game. Here is Sneakers now over the halfway and looks to thread it through. Hughes has got a chance here, and Lee Hughes has taken it. And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead here against the run of play. And it's Lee Hughes who gets there ahead of Richard Wright to poke it through Wright's legs into the back of the net. And West Bromwich Albion are in front here, but Hughes looks in real pain. It could be a problem for the West Brom striker. He's currently down, and it looks like he is pretty badly injured. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, but he's put Albion ahead. And, Richard Wright came out. Lee Hughes got there first, poked it through his legs into the back of the net from a bolt from Sneakers. And Albion lead by a goal to nil. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Ipswich Town 0.
A 2-2 draw at Barnsley, where Super Bob scored his first goal since returning, kept us 2 places above the relegation zone. But still, seriously in danger. Before an incredible 4-4 draw at home to Bolton Wanderers, where I think, apart from the 5-5 with Manchester United, that is the most mental game I've ever been to. Super Bob Taylor scored a ridiculous overhead kick, my favourite ever goal he scored for us. You went from one extreme to the other. For the purpose of this game, I've put all of the goals in, just so you can hear how it all unfolded and how football can bring you ecstasy 1 minute and damn right pain the next. Or should I just say, Albion can do that to you.
Clear it forward, left-footed, over the halfway line it will go. Look at Taylor to flick it on, doesn't get there. Beaten away now, Jensen in the midfield for Bolton, but it's given away once again. Albion win it back with Santos. Feeds it to Sneakers. Sneakers now. Back to Flynn. Lovely 1-2 again from West Brom. They love that. Here is De Freitas. He's gone down. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. It's a penalty to West Bromwich Albion. Fabian De Freitas, left side of the area. It was Goodney Bergson with the bandage around his head that took him down. And West Bromwich Albion have the chance from the spot to take the lead here at the Hawthorns. Real opportunity, which I think it's going to go to Richard Sneakers, is it, from the spot here for West Bromwich Albion? It certainly is. Sneakers steps up right foot in and gives Albion the lead. Low into the right corner. Comfortable penalty for Sneakers. Jaskalainen dives the right way, but he doesn't get it. And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead here at the Hawthorns. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Bolton Wanderers 0. Bolton coming forward. There's the cross into the area. Carbon misses it. It's going to be recycled here down the right hand side. Still Bolton are coming forward. There's the cross from Franson. Flick header. Oh, and it's Bo Hansen. It's in off the post. And Bolton Wanderers have equalised. And it's Bo Hansen with a flick header from the cross from Per Franson. In off the post it goes. And Bolton have drawn level. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. Carbon heads it forward over the halfway line. It will go. De Freitas is looking to chase it, but Bergson will win it back for Bolton. It's flicked forward. Look at good Johnson. Carbon hammers it forward again. Albion certainly relying on those Carbon thumps forward. There is Taylor. Lovely ball over to the right to Little. Here is Des Little for West Brom. Lovely 1-2 with Sneakers now. Little trying to get the better of Rob Elliott. Oh, he does as well. There's the cross from the right. Decent one as well. Taylor! Yes! It's 2-1 to West Bromwich Albion. Or is it Sean Flynn, in fact, who gives Albion the lead again? Oh, what a wonderful header from the Albion captain. A diving header into the far right-hand corner. Beautiful setup from West Brom. Little with the cross from the right. And there is Sean Flynn, about 10 yards out, coming in at the back post with a sweet diving header. And into the far corner it goes. And West Brom have got their lead back. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Bolton Wanderers 1, right on the stroke of half-time as well. Good time to score. Throwing to Bolton on this near side into the second half. Franson will go over and take it. Throws it into Hansen. Now good Johnson trying to set. Bergson using his strength. Oh, Taylor's gone down. Surely that's a foul. Nothing given. Bergson! Oh, he's equalised for Bolton. Goodney Bergson. Rolling his way into the penalty area. Unchallenged. Right-footed low into the back of the net it goes, but there looked like there was a foul on Taylor there in the build-up. Or was it just a bit of out-strengthening? Well, I'm not too sure. Taylor looked like he'd been bundled over, but Bolton are back level. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Bolton Wanderers 2. There, Carbon wins the header well. Taylor was trying to chest it down Here is Francis. Sneakers does well to win it back, but there's the ball through. Good Johnson, he's not offside. Good Johnson's through here. He's round Jensen. Good Johnson. Oh, he's put it in. He's put it in, and Bolton Wanderers are 3-2 ahead here at the Hawthorns, and it's the Icelandic Ada Good Johnson completely through. Round Jensen knocks it into the corner, and Bolton Wanderers are in front. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Bolton Wanderers 3. Bergson and Santos in a bit of a clash there, but Albion win it back. There's Quinn battling away. Some real battles going on in the middle of the park here at the Hawthorns. Here is Quinn. Albion still trail 3-2. Quinn picks out to the left-hand side. Here's Potter. Potter now, what kind of cross can he supply? A decent one. There it is. Santos gets the flick at the back post. There's the overhead kick. Oh, what a brilliant goal that is! Oh, it's super Bob Taylor! What a way to get your side back in it! A brilliant overhead kick from Bob Taylor into the bottom left-hand corner in front of the Birmingham Road end. Well, it was Potter from the left-hand side who hanged the cross towards the back post. Santos flicked the ball back, and Bob Taylor, absolutely majestic overhead kick from just outside the 6-yard box. Really clever stuff there. He just lets the ball hang, and then with his right foot, a brilliant overhead kick into the far left-hand corner. That's surely got to be one of Bob Taylor's best goals. It really has. It's a brilliant strike, and it gets Albion back on level terms, more importantly. It's West Bromwich Albion 3, Bolton Wanderers 3. We're into the closing stages here at the Hawthorns. My word, anything could happen here. Still 3-3. Albion, well, they really needed to win this to give them a chance of survival. Here is Per Franson again. There's the delivery into the area. Bergson, he's up there. Oliver, oh, it's a poor touch from Adam Oliver, who's just come on for West Brom, but Bolton will have it back. There's a cross into the area. Flick header by Hansen. Oh, it's away by Santos, and Little clears it. Here is Sneakers now over the halfway line. Sneakers finds Santos. Santos for West Bromwich Albion. Plays it through to Sneakers. He's in here. Sneakers, what can he do? Pulls it back. Oliver! Oh, West Brom have won it. They've won it right at the death here at the Hawthorns. And it's Adam Oliver with the goal. He blasts it into the roof of the net for his first ever West Bromwich Albion goal. What a moment to get it. But more importantly, West Bromwich Albion have won this, surely, with seconds to go. West Brom 4, Bolton Wanderers 3. What a game we've had here at the Hawthorns. Topsy-turvy stuff. But Albion look like they're going to be winning it now. Incredible. And it's Adam Oliver's first ever West Brom goal. Seconds remaining. Goodney Bergson clears it forward over the halfway line. It'll go. Headed away by Carbon. Albion just need to hold things up. Here is Taylor now. On the halfway line. Keep possession. That's all you need to do. Quinn doesn't do that. There's the clearance over the ball. It's Holdsworth now into the area. Holdsworth against Butler. Holdsworth's holding him off well. Butler's doing really well, and Butler does brilliantly. Great challenge from Tony Butler there to slide and put the ball out. It does go out for a corner to Bolton, but brilliant work there from Tony Butler. It will be a corner to Bolton though. Albion just need to defend this, and it will be all over. There's the corner from the right-hand side. Hansen with a header. Oh no, it's gone in. It's gone in. Jensen can't get there. And it's Goodney Bergson. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. From ecstasy 1 minute to absolute agony the next. West Bromwich Albion have thrown it away right at the death. It's West Bromwich Albion 4, Bolton Wanderers 4. Goodney Bergson heads in the equaliser with seconds to spare after Albion had literally just taken the lead. Oh, that could be a huge blow in the survival race for First Division football next season. Well, it's West Bromwich Albion 4, Bolton Wanderers 4, and that is the final whistle as well. Well, everyone is so subdued. Where do we go from here? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, Walsall away is the game on the horizon. and next for West Bromwich Albion, and what a huge game that is. They surely can't afford to lose that. But it's finished here at the Hawthorns. West Bromwich Albion 4, Bolton Wanderers 4.
Despite the draw though, at least we look like a team now full of spirit and hard work, which is something that couldn't be said under Brian Little. But just when you thought that was the case, we went and lost the biggest game of the season, 2-1 to Walsall at Bescott Stadium, to pin us back into the relegation zone with 3 games to go. I remember listening on the radio and being completely heartbroken. I thought, that's it. I went out with a couple of mates later that night and just could not smile or be happy. My team were now on the cusp of Division 2 football. I felt sick, anxious. I just wanted the season to be over. That agonising wait for the next game. Thankfully, we didn't have to wait long. 2 days, in fact. On Bank Holiday Monday to bounce back. And bounce back we did. If ever we needed a hero, there was only one man for the job, of course. Club legend Super Bob Taylor scored twice as we beat Grimsby Town 2-1 to lift us back out of the relegation zone. Well, nothing less than a West Bromwich Albion win will do here this afternoon. Beaten against Walsall last weekend, dropping into the bottom 3 with just 3 games to go. Here at homes to Grimsby, it is crucial the Baggies can get all 3 points. Here is Des Little on the right hand side, clicks it into Taylor. Taylor holds it up, he's gone down. That'll be a free kick to West Bromwich Albion. 10 yards outside the Grimsby penalty area. Chance for Sneakers to lift it in there to the back post. Taylor is there! And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead, and it's Bob Taylor, who else? Coming in at the back post with a diving header into the right hand corner. And West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead. It's just what Albion so badly needed. And Taylor's diving header has produced that event. West Brom lead by a 1-0 here. West Bromwich Albion 1, Grimsby Town 0. As Sneakers again involved down the right hand side. The ball is cut out. Albion will have it again. Here is Clement now going on a run down the left hand side. He's impressed since coming on loan from Chelsea. Lovely 1-2 between the two. There's Flynn. There's a lifted ball into the area. Taylor is up there. He can't quite get there. That'll be cleared away by Grimsby. But Taylor wins it back well for West Bromwich Albion. He's gone down, and that'll be a free kick to West Brom. It's almost in an identical place than the first one. Just a few yards outside the Grimsby penalty area on this right-hand side in front of the Birmingham Road end. Richard Sneakers will go over and take it. Gets the applause from the Albion supporters. It needs to be a good delivery. Right footed. In it goes. Towards the back post. Taylor is there. Oh, keeper saves it, but Taylor is there again with the rebound. Oh, that's a massive goal for West Bromwich Albion. It really is. In their fight for survival to stay in the First Division. Sneakers with the free kick from the right-hand side. Taylor gets there with his right foot. The goalkeeper saves it. It comes back out to him. He's on his bum pretty much, but he slides the ball in at the second attempt. And West Bromwich Albion lead by 2-0 now here at the Hawthorns. Well, 3 points. It was that, or of course they would be in big trouble, but it looks like it's going to be the case. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Grimsby Town 0. A goalless draw at Queen's Park Rangers is probably one of the most surreal Albion away days in our history. For our supporters, anyway. Now, I don't know the full story behind this as I didn't go to the game. All I remember is that our fans had been voted in a poll somewhere as the worst dressed supporters in the country or the league. I can't remember which. But whatever it was, it riled our fans. And so in honourable Black Country humour, they decided to dress up in suits for the game. What a picture that was. A full sold-out Albion crowd behind the goal at Loftus Road? In suits. It was brilliant. You couldn't make it up. I would have loved to have been there. That draw put us level on points with Walsall, who were third from bottom, going into the final game at home to league champions Charlton Athletic. And the league's top goal scorer, our former striker, Andy Hunt. He'd hit 24 goals for the Addicts. It could not have been more frightening. Thankfully, Charlton had wrapped up promotion prior to this final fixture, but the nervy, anxious feelings in the week leading up to it were horrible. It was that bad, I even bunked off college on the Friday before the game because I just couldn't bear the tension. The Division 1 trapdoor was wide open. It was us or Walsall that would be plunging down into the third tier. It was as simple as that. Survival was in our hands though, due to once again having an inferior goal difference. Despite being on the same points of 46, all we had to do was match what Walsall did in terms of a result and we'd be safe. Providing an incredible goal swing didn't happen, of course. Here is how it all unfolded. Well, it really does feel like deja vu once again here at the Hawthorns. Going back 6 years to Fratton Park when West Bromwich Albion needed to do what Birmingham City did and they would be okay because of the goal difference. The same applies this afternoon. West Bromwich Albion need to match what Walsall do. They're locked on the same points, but Albion do have an inferior goal difference. That's all they need to do, but West Brom face Charlton here, who are already champions of the First Division. Walsall go to Ipswich away. What a big game here at the Hawthorns as the Albion players are out and ready. Well, this is it, and Gary Megson has sent them all out prepared. And we will get underway. Sneakers and Taylor will get us underway here at the Hawthorns. We're off and running. Here is Santos now into Des Little for West Brom. There's the long punt over the back of the Charlton defence. Sneakers takes it down. Great chance for Sneakers. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, what a chance for the Dutchman. What a big chance for West Bromwich Albion. Well, Des Little with the long ball over the back of the Charlton defence. Sneakers controls it, gets into the area, but rolls the shot agonisingly wide of that left-hand post. A massive chance for West Bromwich Albion. Albion will have a free kick now. We're into the second half. We're still locked at 0-0 here. Sneakers will look to take the free kick short just outside the Charlton area. It was a good sliding tackle from Kinsella to win it back, but Little will chip it back into the penalty area. Sneakers, he's up there. Oh, he's done well. Sneakers has done brilliantly, and Sneakers has done emphatically because West Bromwich Albion have taken the lead. Oh, what a brilliant goal from Richard Sneakers. Well, the ball was just pumped into the Charlton area from Little. And then it was bobbling about. Sneakers thought, oh, take control of this. And he did. And then smashes it low, right-footed, past Charlton keeper Kiley and into the back of the net. And West Bromwich Albion have broken the deadlock here. It's a huge goal. And it could mean survival. Sneakers runs over to the West Brom supporters in the Birmingham Road end. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Charlton Athletic 0. Here come Albion again. Down the left-hand side. It's cut out again by Newton this time for Charlton. There will be a throw-in on this right-hand side to Albion. It's taken quickly. Here's Little. Little finds Taylor. Taylor on the corner of the penalty area then. Knocks it back to Little. He's gone down. Taylor looking for the free kick. Not given. Little will get the cross into the area. Oh, it's headed away in the end. I think it was Rufus, but Clement will recycle it. There's the left-footed ball back into the box. Again, it's away. Hunt was trying to get a touch there, but Butler comes and wins it back for West Brom. He will leave it for Clement now. Here is Neil Clement on the left-hand side. Still going, Clement. This is a great run. Good cross to the back post. Taylor with the header. Yes, it's 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion. And that could be the goal that gives West Bromwich Albion survival here. Oh, Bob Taylor, of all the people you want, cometh the man, cometh the occasion. Taylor is there with a looping header into the bottom left-hand corner. But credit Neil Clement, what a run from him down the left-hand side. Well, he took on two Charlton players before he got to the byline, clipped a high ball towards the back post, and there's Taylor, edge of the 6-yard area, loops the header, bottom left corner, West Brom 2, Charlton Athletic 0. And that could be the goal that finally seals safety for West Bromwich Albion. Well, it really has been a turmoil of a campaign, as Kylie will clear it forward. There's seconds left here at the Hawthorns. West Brom need to just hold on. Ipswich are beaten Walsall 2-0. It looks all over now unless something dramatic can happen. Here is Clement with a long ball. And that's it! It's all over here at the Hawthorns! West Bromwich Albion stay in the First Division just like they did 6 years ago at Fratton Park. Well, the relief is all to see around the Hawthorns. There's not much applause really. I think everybody just feels that relief is here now. But my word, they came mighty close to getting relegated, West Bromwich Albion. They slipped and slipped and slipped, but they've done it on the final day, thanks to goals from Richard Sneakers and Bob Taylor. It's finished here at the Hawthorns. You can wipe your brow now. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Charlton Athletic 0, and West Bromwich Albion will stay in the First Division for next season. Walsall lost their game at Ipswich 2-0, so it didn't matter. We'd survived, and Gary Megson was our new saviour. We'd done it at Walsall expense, and I remember a Walsall fan calling into the radio station afterwards saying how much they disliked Albion and the arrogance we'd portrayed in the build-up to it. The thing is, Walsall had beaten us twice as well during the season, so when you look at it like that, we were extremely fortunate to stay up. There were no real over-the-top celebrations at the final whistle. It was just a huge relief more than anything, and a feel of embarrassment in a way that we crept over the line again. I still felt sorry for Walsall though. They'd almost done it, following promotion the previous season, and had it not been us in the mix with them, I would have loved for them to stay up. And that's the end of this season's episode, 99-2000. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks again, as ever, for all your support, all your messages. I'm taking them in, especially Moz. He's always sending me messages, so I want to give him a massive shout out. And what song can we finish off with? Well, that's a big question, isn't it? There's only one. Super, Super Bob, Super, Super Bob, Super, Super Bob, Super Bobby Taylor.